Start streaming. And we're back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just got this crash issue as soon as I mess with anything that has to do with the audio. And so the audio disconnected. And then if I have to modify the audio, the next thing I know, it crashes. I heard my message. Yeah, I gotta get it to connect to my headset again. Sound. There we go. I was surprised the video didn't cut out, though. I was fully expecting the video to cut out. Real life streaming. Yeah, that's what makes it a little bit difficult. Because when I can have, like, just me in the car with no other distractions, it's good. And then other things start happening. You should open in Malaysia. I got enough things right here right now clawing for my attention. How am I supposed to start anything in Malaysia? Not possible right now. If anywhere, we'd be in the Philippines. How hot is your heat gun? Heat gun is on high. So this is low, this is medium, this is high. Always put it on high. You can change your heat with speed and distance. So if I just hold it in one spot and get my hand really close to it, I'm gonna burn my hand. But if I can put my hand really close and just move it fast, I can do this all day long. So you kind of figure out that sweet spot, and whenever you want to shrink the film faster and hotter, you just get the heat gun closer. Okay, so now we want to peel our pattern. Nice. Yeah. Okay. We might have saved it. So... Dude, I don't even know what to tell you. You know, devices talking to each other is sometimes a good thing, and right now it's really not. So, but it helped me kind of figure out what's going on. So my headphones disconnecting from my computer is causing the computer to switch audio. So for whatever reason, it just was being stupid. My audio is right here, and then it'll just like completely disappear. So then I have to fix that, and that causes the whole app to crash. And then I have to restart it. That's basically like starting a new stream. No, Macs are, I'm going to say Macs are really bad for streaming. Stick with a Windows PC. Like, for real. Why am I seeing water streaks after tint is applied? That's fairly normal. They should dry and go away. But if they don't, then you got some problems. Okay. I might end up reverse rolling this. I just don't have much space. So this one, just, let me clean it off. Then we'll go from there. If I had more space, then it'd be okay. I would just jump in there. But we're gonna clean this off first, and then figure out what we're gonna do. This is a Libman squeegee. We actually have these for sale on the site too. Libman. Necklace? Oh, it's a phone mount. So pretty. Oh, pretty flat windshield. So I'll have a, what do we want to do? Let's see what we got back here. No, no carpet. Or no trunk poles. So those are in here. And in we go. Every time that seat pulls back, it also locks in place. Look at that. That's so dumb. You get about like 2 inches away, or you have space, and then you lose all your foot space, so you have to kick your feet through there, which means that you gotta climb up on this thing. Where's my other pole? Small space, no kidding. Oh, there it is. So, this is like the best way that I've done these. You have to kind of just stay like this. So I'm trying to decide if I want to reverse roll this or carry it in. And I think with the seat belt and the way that the seat pushes in, see how you can't push it forward because it locks. Every time it falls back, it locks. So you have to do that at the same time. Annoying. What an awesome design. Good news is we won't be back here very long. Let's get a little rain. Does Geo Pro Classic fade quickly? No! If there were any films by them that faded quickly, people would be up in arms over it. So they had this less expensive ceramic film called V Nano as a way for them to sell a budget ceramic film. People would buy that and say, look at the haze. And it's like, yeah, it's a cheap ceramic. They're like, but Yushu is supposed to be clear, dirt. Yeah, well, cheap is still cheap. So they discontinued that. They have no films that fade fast. Breath and breathing. It's talking. You want to try and stream talk while you're doing this too. All right, so that's there. Let's get out of here. And born anew. Bulldozer. Did somebody say bulldozer? Yep. I'm gonna get one of those. Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll this one. I don't typically do it this way on the back, but I think it's probably a smart idea on this one. So we need to roll this. I usually start on the passenger side and work to the driver's side, but that's on windshields. So we're gonna start on the bottom and roll our way up. Tighten that roll up. Almost there. The tighter you can get this, the better. There we go. Got my roll. Not so pro, man. What's a reverse roll a back window on this? Why not? You gotta carry it into all of this. All Frankenstein back windows all day long. This one is about getting into position. So we're just gonna punch in here. What's the term Frankenstein mean? It means scary. Could you reverse roll bottom to top? You know, actually you can. You definitely could on this one. Isn't all that water bad for electronics? Yeah, but they drive in the rain, so it's probably okay. That might be my reply now. Alright, where's my bulldozer? How do you get all the water out? From a brake light? That bulldozer. Where did you get this squeegee from? 313tint.com. There we go. Alright, we'll have to come back here one more time, but should be installed. It's very hot back there. That's fun. check it over. Ooh. Look at that. Turned out nice. I want the tool you use for window film installation. We were using the bulldozer. So that was that white paddle squeegee. This thing. This thing's called the bulldozer. 313tint.com. The other squeegees are back there, and I'll get those in a minute. How come you don't rip through the liner when you cut the excess off of the pattern from the plotter? Well, it shouldn't cut through the entire thing. This is especially tough with the camera phone. Good God. Indonesia? Oh yeah, we don't do shipping to Indonesia either. I'm sorry. Wah. All right, one more. Let's wipe this down. Tight spaces. Yay, much better. I'm happy with that. So how do we escape? A little bit at a time. What's the class schedule for the rest of the year? We don't have one yet. It's been really hard to schedule anything. We're at the point now where we can probably sit down and schedule some dates. Had a baby, and my wife had surgery. We're currently on a very light sleep schedule with the new baby. Oops. Oh, what the heck. Hi. How do I get rid of somebody? Hey, can you drop off here? How do you get rid of somebody? Oh, here, we're gonna do this. Yeah. I don't know how you boot them. It's got these like annoying pop-ups. It's okay, we'll just start it over. All right. Click their name and band. There's like 7,000 TikTok things to click on. Oh, it was you get these like annoying pop-ups, like people requesting to join your live, and I clicked like do not accept or whatever, and then there was this other option, and I clicked that instead because I'm not really reading it, and then next thing you know, you're sharing a live stream. really weird. All right, we're gonna do the full windshield on this. Do you do headlight tinting? No. Headlight tinting is very similar to vinyl wrapping. It's basically the same skill set. And some of the major things that kind of swayed me away from even wanting to screw around with it was cars like this. If she's not, then you shouldn't be bothered by the newborn. Oh, what? Because I don't help out with the baby? What kind of shit is that? It's my baby too, boy. Do you sand the dot matrix? No. We're also going to hand cut this one. So we're going to line this thing with glass aid first. What are you using to clean here? Just the soapy water. Soapy water, give it a good scrub down. We got a mirror, that's gonna have to come out. And then we got this lovely old band at the top that darkens this up a little bit more. Makes it a little harder to see. What? When will glass aid be back in stock? It shouldn't be too much longer. There was a delayed shipment. When you cut on the plotter, you can score the cap sheet without cutting through. I know it's possible. I mean, it's possible my plotter is set up right now in a way that it scores it, but it's always a very fine line between cutting through the liner and scoring it, let alone just trying to cut the tint accurately enough. So like it's pretty dialed in. Maybe someday here we'll mess around with it. But yeah, that would make it faster. Otherwise I don't even want to mess with that. I really don't. I've been doing tint for some buddies, and sometimes I end up with bubbles that won't go away. What's the best way to get it out? Best way to get it out is to redo the windows. That goes with like most imperfections. Tint is very unforgivable. So fix it. Change the pressure on your needle, then do a small test cut. I know. That's all you do. You just adjust it a little bit, and then you do a test.
Does that take on the inside or outside?
Yeah, we do a lot of small test cuts and stuff like that. What I find is sometimes there's certain areas that'll end up snagging, and if you could tell me why some areas of the plotter cut through more than others. It's pretty good on this. This is a new machine, but I've had other machines that aren't quite as nice about it. All right, so we're gonna let that windshield dry. I have this area right here. A little bit more. There we go. That's nice. I like that better. Okay, so once that's dry, we'll do 50%, 50 carbon. So this roll's gonna be able to go back in the box. And let's 50. Let's do this box right here. What do you tell your customers when they ask different from carbon and ceramic? I tell them the difference. So the difference is the amount of heat that blocks. Carbon's not going to block as much heat as ceramic will. Certain shades in carbon will block more heat than others, and ceramic, you can go as light as you want and still block a ton of heat. So we have a heat box demo up front that we show everybody too as well. I miss the old 4-hour streams. Yeah, we're trying to get back to that. It's been an adventure though. So I want to get one full car a day. And you have days like today. And then you have other days where you just don't have anybody. And so we've kind of been bouncing back and forth between a bunch of stuff right now. But I think if we actually stick to the game plan, oh, it's right there. We'll be able to pull it off. How do you like the Swiss Tracks floor? Overall, it's good. We don't have floor drains here. So it's nice that it keeps you standing above any water that's on the floor. But it does get dirty underneath. So every once in a long while, we'll have to clean it. I use high tech. Nice. I hear good things. All right, so we're gonna tuck this towel into the dash. Ooh, they give me a lot of room to tuck this one. Good job. Come on, come on. Here we go. So, one important thing about tucking a towel up here is you want to tuck it all the way into the front, and you want it to lay as flat as possible across the entire windshield. If it's bunched up in certain areas, like corners especially, you want to try and push it out of the way so you can see that border. Because if it's pressed up against the glass, you're not going to be able to tuck the film in there very easily. That's nice. Like that one. All right. So this needs to pop off first. Then we'll get a screwdriver for that one. And then we can take the tab off. This guy right here should work. Loosen it up. You don't have to take it all the way out. And then this will drop away. There we go. Easy peasy. So we're gonna razor blade the windshield before we install it, but does the noise walking on the floor tiles drive you crazy? No, these ones are quiet. These ones don't make noise. All right, we'll throw out that piece. Chop this off. Put this aside for now. We're gonna tack this in the middle. We're gonna trim up the side. What's the tape? Yeah, glass 8 is the tape line. Yeah, I don't encourage cutting on the glass. Why does my tint not stick to the window when I do my H pattern? Did you put snuggle dryer sheet underneath it? So this stuff right here? Or are you just trying to stick it to glass? Yes, I use Snuggle. What film are you using? Do you not use dry shrink prep anymore? Not very often. Still works well. It's just easy to do too heavy of a layer. And it causes the film to stick way too much. So when we do classes and videos and stuff, dryer sheets are just way easier to explain. Have you ever heard of Suntech? Yes, a time or two. What is this? Clear vinyl coated over a windshield? Something like that. See, we're pull shrinking. Why would you do that? I don't know. Sometimes it just makes life go faster. Carpet shield. Your methods are changing. How? I mean, I always take stuff that I learn and try and implement it, and if there's something better. But nothing I'm doing is dramatically different than I was doing like a couple years ago. I'm using Lumar IRX, tried shrinking, and it creases very easily. Interesting. Have you used other films? Or did you just buy Lumar and try tinting? How many small dust bubbles are too many? One is too many. Watch all your lives, and the amount of times per stream you answer that question is insane. Why wrap windows? I don't know, we're bored. We need some better hobbies. Let's say advantages. Advantages of what? Tinting a windshield? What heat do you set the gun to? On high, always. As hot as they get, and then higher. Is it possible to save a windshield that has a thin layer of tint and adhesive on a back window? No. All right, we're gonna trim this out. Can we talk about rain guards? Do people still have those? All I ever see, ooh, that was not good. We don't want to cut inside the line. We want to cut in the middle, even like inner on the line, but don't ever cut inside the line. That's bad. I've asked the same question 100 times while you're not answering. I'm waiting for you to ask it 101 times. I'm counting though. You're almost there. Why wrap? I said we're bored. Uh-oh, we got the white screen. Ooh. Oh, that's a shame. I ripped this off. Uh-oh. We've been live restricted on TikTok. We're no longer discoverable for unoriginal. Guys, would you believe we're unoriginal? The TikTok police, they're here. Welcome to platform stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's limited time or if it's permanent, but it just showed me right in the middle of it, so that's fun. Well, at least YouTube stepped in. Never have all your eggs in one platform basket, ever. TikTok doesn't think it's interesting or original. So that's fun. That's another thing I gotta look into. Joy, oh joy. Is it live? No, it's unoriginal.
That makes it sound like you're copying somebody.
Wow. Yeah, see that number right there now? Oof. That's like streaming from a PC numbers. We're gonna over-index on YouTube now. Oh, it's kind of funny how they police what you do, like to an extreme level. I've memed a lot on here, so who knows exactly from what it was from, because I sure didn't say anything when I got a violation. But that is what it is. Maybe it was accidental, but that's kind of frustrating because even if it's accidental, that means it's gonna definitely happen again. Never have the app. I like that towel. Could you send it to me as a gift? No, people that came to the classes, though, got these as a gift for coming to the classes. It's one of my favorite ones, though. I gotta find my pink cleaner. I feel like it's in the back seat somewhere. What brand blades do you use? I use NT cutter. So these ones right here. Appeal approved. Whoa, that was fast. We're back, boys. I just glanced at the screen and it's like, oh, no, you're okay. All right. I thought this was like gonna go on for like a week or something. All right. Yeah, like I didn't understand if it's taking account what I immediately had right then and there. It's like, are you kidding me? This isn't original? Or scripted or what? Like, come on, man. This is like one of the most elaborate live streams on the platform. You're kidding me, right? Ridiculous. I wonder if we got water back. We should see if we got water back. So I had a notice on my building too that they were going to shut off water for a day for some maintenance thing. And that was supposed to happen yesterday. And then we have 2 cars lined up today, right in the morning. And they say like 10 to 2 is when it was going to be off. And we got to turn the water on today and there's nothing. Like, come on, man. Is scraping a windshield with a blade rather than steel wool a bad idea? All right. Can I ask, why are you using steel wool instead of a blade? Answer me that first, and then I'll answer you. Okay. Why are you using a blade for the windshield? There was a sticker. There was a sticker here, and I peeled it off, oil change one, and it left a ton of residue behind. Dude, did we get it answered? Sorry. So, no, a blade's not just gonna scratch up the window. I saw the sticker, and I'd only expect you to see you use it on that part. No. So, like, the way that I think about using a blade on a glass is like, a blade is gonna be, like, why would we use it on the sticker residue? Well, because you need to. And it's gonna be the best choice for removing that adhesive. So, there's always a chance that you can have more adhesive and random bits stuck across a windshield. So if you miss something, or you go over it with a razor, you're way more likely to feel it and take care of it, where if you just take like a scrub pad or steel wool and you're scrubbing the glass, you can't feel any of those imperfections. You're just like hoping that you took care of them all. So it's not that you can't leave steel wool, but I've never found like steel wool to really be that effective. And then what I hate more about it is it leaves lots of steel wool bits behind. And then that's an even bigger problem. How much is the removal fee? Depends on what you need removed. So what do you need removed? What's the white stuff on the outside of the glass? That is snuggle dryer sheet. All right, so we're gonna peel this. We are ready. Lincoln MKZ windshield tint removal and replace. So it'll be 100 to remove it, and it'll be at least 150 to retint it. Where's your smoke machine? Oh, they're up there. They're on. But if they're not working, I don't know. We got a lot of stuff going on. Put this down. How much? 03 Caddy and a 19 Tiguan. Windshields? No windshields? What you need? What's on the glass? Snuggle dryer sheet. Everything. Sunroofs? Oh, come on. It's so cool. Yes, sunroofs. Nice. Well, that sounds fun. Panoramics? Or just single panels? On the Cadillac, you definitely only have a single panel. So depending on the film, so for example, carbon, 550 and then 75 for each panel that you have for your sunroofs. And Tiguan's going to be in the same range. Is that soapy water something special? It's special soapy water. Tint slip. I work at Tint World. They charge $6.50 for just backlash and 4 doors. Yeah, they just had some deal with Expel, so they're gonna take a more premium approach to it. Good for Tint World. Good for Tint World, good for Expel, bad for other Expel dealers. Just like what they like to do. They just keep squeezing their dealers. Go to dealerships. Go to Tint World. Is the tint you're using a premium quality? No, it's some junk that I found at Walmart. What do I mean? What do I mean by what? Do you use a soak rope? I use it when it makes sense to. So if I have like a significant amount of space in between the dash, there we go. I thought almost all tint shops are using well, they're certainly opening it up more and more. So like exclusivity is something that they keep chipping away at, like their own exclusivity. You have like sun stoppers, you have permaplate, you have dealerships, you have Tint World now. It's like a film company's goal is to sell as much film as possible. They're publicly traded. They have to boost those quarter-over-quarter numbers. And slowly but surely, they are chipping away at that and creating a lot of inner competition. It's good for the overall brand. Like I said, it's good for Expel. Bad for individual dealers. Yeah. How much for a 15 VW GTI Autobahn? We don't use Autobahn. Or is it an Autobahn edition? Is that what that is? All Expel films are dyed. Yes, they are. Doesn't mean that they fade necessarily. They use a good manufacturer, but they don't use an exclusive manufacturer that other suppliers like Shield can also utilize. I don't know why I wouldn't think they'd only use that one for window film, so I don't know why they typically do, but they don't have carbon films. So that kind of gives you like how they describe their films and the types of films that they carry can kind of lead you into, like, kind of give some hints away at who they use for manufacture. What tint do you use? Geo? Nano tint your thoughts. Why are you trying to tint my thoughts? What manufacturer? Guari. They're an Indian manufacturer. They've been manufacturing films for a lot of different companies for a very, very long time. Good manufacturer, good films. Everybody that orders films from them has a slightly different SKU, but you are going to have basically the same technology in every window film. It's kind of like baking a cake though, and you are changing the amount of sugar that you add by like small amounts. So you can change little bits like the exact amount of carbon, the exact amount of dye, the type of dye, the exact tone of that dye. You can tweak little things so they're all a little bit different, all slightly different SKUs, but they're all going to be very similar. But what they're really, really good at is marketing. Ooh, this looks nice. I like it. Okay, so last thing we need to do is clean this all up. Make sure all our edges look good. What nozzle are you using on your sprayer? I am using a cone tip on one side, and then I think a fan tip on the other, because I like to be different. I would get asked about it a lot, and I was doing some tests between them, and I don't really care. If I pick one or the other, like both of them are good. If I had to buy one or the other, I would probably buy the cone tip because it's adjustable. But they're both good. All right, well, if that works, then we're good. Thoughts on high-tech films? I've never seen them in person. I know more about who they are as a company, though. So, like, I'd trust their films. They ship out of Houston. If you've ever heard of Tint Depot, I don't know. There's a bigger solar control. They're a big global distributor down in Texas, and they have some sub brands, and High Tech is one of them. Good company, good films. They carry more. High Tech is likely more than just global films because they have carbon. But Global used to be a really good window film brand, and they're still a good window film. They're just a much less known brand. So High Tech was a way for them to basically regain some market share. They were trying to as Tint Depot, but Tint Depot rhymes with Home Depot. This is called Window Tinting Game .exe. Oh, come on, I just need to get this. How do we get it? There we go. It's like a dumb Tetris puzzle. Come on. Come on! Is Tint Depot not around anymore? Oh my god. How is this so easy to remove? And then I just can't fucking clear the hurdle. Fucking plastic. Have you ever broken a windshield during the live? No, but we're getting close. Oh, wait. Hang on. Sorry. My bad. There we go. Wow. This looks good. I'm a good mechanic. Not there. There's my pink clean. I thought it was back there. When are you having another class? Literally next week. Is Deck good? I've never used them. But they seem like a good company. I don't know that much about them. All right. Do you want to cash him out?
Yeah.
And I'll do this.
Yeah. You finish?
Yeah. Thanks. So we're gonna have to back this out in a minute. What percent is this? This is 35. This is C2 ceramic. How much for a windshield on a Camaro? I would start at 150. This one, for example, is 250. Do you take walk-ins? No, we take appointments. Walk-ins drive me crazy. Like, it's just when you're newer in business. So like we've been around for a handful of years now. But oh my god. Walk-ins, depending on like where you are and how long you've been in business, are totally fine. I can't tell you how many times I've had people say, "Oh yeah, how much? I'm coming down right now," and then they just don't show up. So I don't really like doing same days. What are the prices for window tinting courses? Go to 313tint.com. We do flat glass and we do automotive. Put me on the schedule for 12 on Monday. Call the shop and we can do that. Here, let me open that. In our place, they install LED tint. LED tint, $50. LED used. What? We need some of that LED tint. Ceramic is the best. Have you been to Wachovia? No, I have not. The amount of clarity things I hear related to ceramic. It's like, did y'all never see good film before you saw ceramic? So it always feels like that's the case. Don't get me wrong, ceramic is great, but having just a nice quality film is great. So just get good quality, whatever it is. What's the difference between C2 ceramic and the highest grade one? So C2 ceramic is a single layer ceramic and it's made with carbon. It's really good. Pro Nano is also a single layer ceramic and it's made with dye and it's also really good. Apex is a dual layer ceramic made with carbon. So it's gonna just block out more heat. So they're all good. It's just if you wanna block out a little more heat, go with Apex. If not, either Pro Nano or C2 ceramic are gonna be great. I need the stuff. Why is this smoking? I need the stuff cleaned off of the top. We're gonna have to move this out of the way. So I'm gonna get my windshield all set and then unroll it off of here. And then we'll get this out. Glad I was there.
Just throw my tools on that. Okay, well, I put a spoon over there
Do they make a film so the windows don't break? Yeah, there are security films. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. We had a little bit of a slow start. They shut off our water in the morning because they're doing maintenance. They were supposed to do it yesterday, and well, we didn't have it today. And then it started raining really hard, so that made it fun to try and get more water. But we'll get you out of here. Here's the key. There you go. Oh wait, we gotta pull it out for you anyways. How long do the security films last? Not long enough, but I haven't looked at them in a little while. I'm gonna pull this off.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That.
Mm-hmm. Do you have trouble with this one?
I ripped it with the bulldozer. Everything was done. It was done.
Oh, geez.
Didn't have trouble with it. There's a little finger.
Okay, 2 seconds. Use dryer sheets for dry shrinking, yes. We're gonna get that out. Let me take this off for a sec. All right, let me grab that key back from you. And
Oil change.
it works.
Wait for connection.
Windshield made a new product that eliminates having to use dryer sheets. What's that? I haven't heard of anything. Alrighty. Any questions or anything?
Nope.
All right, well, I will let you take it right from here.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for bringing it in.
Buy another car and I'll be the first I call.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good one. Oh my God, I get my spot back. Let's see, does our audio still work? Hello. think so. Sound. It's coming out of that. Sweet. What was that? You hear pop.
It sounded like the air going out of the AC vent.
Okay, so we got a windshield all shrunk, ready to go. Okay. No, it's fine. Just leave it. Yep.
We've done this before. Is that the right way?
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Hang on. Let go. That's weird. Okay.
No, that looks right. It doesn't? Now I don't know. This feels like the tint. I think you were right.
Oh, it was. That's why it doesn't make sense. Hang on. Leave it. Just let it down. No, just cart this over there. And then I can sneak this underneath. I was going to say the other way didn't make sense, but it was curling back in the opposite way.
Yeah,
That's why I was confused.
me too.
Okay. Here, bring it over my way a little bit. There. I'll cart it down. Do they have sunroof for this one?
Yes. Or do they, you mean, is there a pattern for it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That might be worth trying one if they have the panoramic. Why on the outside?
Yeah, they've got the two-piece.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be worth cutting one of those and seeing if it'll fit. So we're setting it up for a reverse roll. You can do this on a glass board. But when I do every single one of these on the outside and then roll it up and put it on the inside, it's just stick to what you know rather than throw a monkey wrench into it at this point. I just want to get the windshield on. So we'll put it back on. What percent? This is 50 or 35. I'm sorry. This is 35 C2. What the heck was that?
I have no idea. Sounded like something fell and hit the door. Going back there?
It wasn't his golf clubs, was it?
No.
All right. Yeah, it did sound like the door.
I think the back one, well,
It can only mean one thing. Invasion. Y'all do sunroofs too? Yeah, it's a lot more rare, but on this one, he wanted everything in ceramic, including the sunroof. And he's got a big old panoramic. Why don't you upgrade to a true spray system? I don't see it as an upgrade. I see it as like a decent alternative. I never liked the idea of putting a battery and pump on my keg. But I hear good things about them. It's just another thing that I have to remember to keep charged, though. I got my air compressor right here. So, like right by my sink, fill up my keg, charge it, I'm good. So, why is there paper towel in this one?
That's a good question. I had it somewhere. Oh, why is there a paper towel up front?
In the door.
It's holding a copy down. Old trick. I learned in Salt Lake City.
Did you fuck something up?
Did I fuck something up?
What's the purpose? To dry it out?
Yeah. So you don't have to use a heat gun. It's like the car's going to be sitting here. If I were pulling it out right away, I would have just hit it with a heat gun. But there's a card
Oh,
holding it in there.
okay. How many people work for you now? We have 3 full-time people here now. And I'm part-time.
It's not true. You just work from home.
Yeah, it's true. There's always stuff. Alright, so this has already been cleaned. This is also a mirror that I would probably try and remove. How much battery do we got left?
The housing lowers down and out the way a little bit.
We're gonna need another phone here. This is too big. I just had one. Where's my panel stick? A panel stick. Yeah. That's it. Do you really need to shrink when you bottom load? Depends on what it's on. There's curve in like every window. So when you bottom load, you're able to clear the seals.
There was a panel stick up here. That's why.
I might have. There's one. There's 2. And then 1. These are such dumb clips. Come on. Come on, dumb clip. There we go. And this thing, the video wire.
Are these
Sounds different.
Are these done?
It's a good practice to stay most. Oh, you were playing something. I have an A5 Sport hatch. Is there a tool to keep the window from going up and down? Just latch the door. Unless you got like a weird button in the way. Oh, it's this. How did I get this job? I hired myself. Alright, it's either this way. There we go. Now we got it. See? Makes my life a little bit easier. That I would describe as something that can be worth taking off, but you don't necessarily need to. So like mirror housing and all that definitely gets in the way by quite a bit. But the housing still kind of gets in your way while you're trying to install it. So if you can get rid of the big obstruction, then do it. Just be careful of all of that that's in there. How about an F-150? Depends on the F-150. There's two styles. One style I wouldn't suggest trying to remove, and the other one is as simple as taking a flathead screwdriver and prying up against the tab, and then the mirror will come out. It's not bad. But I would search it, and then you'll find some videos on it. All right. One fun thing about this one is we have a really annoying heads-up display that gets in the way by quite a bit. So, not really looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah. They're not super fun though. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, we're gonna switch to the other side.
So the water is running enough to fill. It's just really low.
I would use the clean water. I don't know what that water is right now. Does the tint ever affect the heads-up display? No. Tint is gonna act like glass, and they don't put any type of reflective squares on your glass anymore. Not that those ever mattered. Tint, the screen is just bright enough and high res enough to just reflect, so tint's not gonna mess with it. What's the sprayer tip you're using? I've got a fan tip on one side and I got a cone tip on the other. I bet we got like 5% on the phone right now. Would you recommend doing tint at home for the first time with little to no experience on cars? Well, if you want to do it, you got to build up experience somehow, and practicing at home is a really good way to do that. So definitely. So I got a big old heads-up display here. So I want to try and unroll this past that display, just so I can have an easier time trying to tuck my film here. And then we're gonna shimmy shimmy. What percent is this? 35.
Didn't give him the dark today. It's dark.
No, 35 is fine. And pull this out. Is it hard to do tint? Some days. Some days it is. Okay, that corner is the only thing that I'm leery about. Everything else looks pretty good. Overlapped. Ooh, that comes really close. Nice. All right, let's check it out. Is it always 100% clean? There's always going to be something that you're going to be able to find, but that something should be so minimal, so non-intrusive. And if a customer is like, hey, I see this thing and I don't like it, then the window is getting replaced. Because I don't even catch every little imperfection, but the water is gonna mask imperfections for a few days. And as your film dries out, those imperfections really show. So you have water pockets, which is just like it sounds, pockets of water. Those will dry out, but they can fill air gaps and voids and creases and make your tint job look a little better for the first couple days. And then as it dries, all of a sudden it's like, where did all these speckles come from? Well, those speckles were already there. You just couldn't see them. I tried the roll-up technique, but failed when the roll extended out. So try it again. Again and again until you get it right. I've got earlier videos. I was trying to teach myself this process. Nobody taught me this in person. I learned online and from feedback from other people. And it was very much a lot of trial and error until I was really happy with it. And there were certain things that I was always trying to solve for that took some time. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, there we go. Much better. Towels are good. But when a towel is compressed into a corner and pushes up against the glass. Hey, see, they work. You didn't even have to do anything. Thank you. That was a little dicey. All right, one more. Do you not have to pull back the trim? No. Do you? I mean, we took off the mirror trim, but there's no reason to pull off the panel trim. Not on this one, anyways. Do you have to have a hard squeegee? No, not really. But you do want to try and push out a good amount of water. So this squeegee is great for that. This is a light initial squeegee and cleaning squeegee. So this is the pink clean. And this orange and blue one is called the hybrid. Boy, I am stinky today. How's the color haze on C2 versus Pro Nano? I don't have any issues with C2 ceramic.
This fits, but it's the wrong shade. I was supposed to do 5.
Well, why would you do that?
It was preloaded, and I was like, oh, this is already in here.
Hang on one sec. Wait, he did. Did he do 5 on the rest of it?
It was, no, it was 20 on the doors and 35 on the windshield and 5 on the sunroof.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. I was gonna say it might be one of the no, but he's got factory on the rear anyway, so. It doesn't look very tinted. No, you're not crazy. Camera exposure. Is part of it. So you'll see like the lights flare up and then they'll like dim back down. It depends on what you're looking at. And then as soon as we get this all wrapped up, it's gonna look darker. But tint always looks lighter when you're sitting in the vehicle looking out because it's a dark cabin. So all your light is coming from outside the car. So inside the car, your eyes adjust, your cameras adjust. Could the glass aid be used to cut a brow straight? It would be really difficult. What tools does a newbie need to start tinting? Well, if you go on YouTube and you say, what tools do I need to window tint? You'll find videos. And there's some by me. And they'll show you exactly what you need. Also, 313tint.com, we have starter kits. So we got door window starter kits, back window, we got full starter kits. So now is the unveil, and we see if we actually did an okay job. Or we have to throw it away and start over again. Tips for hand cutting brows that can't be two-pieced. You just don't seam it in the middle. You go straight across one side to the other, and then you cut around a tab in the middle. Remove a mirror, and same type of installation. Thanks, brother. You're welcome, brother. Love the look of the studio. Thank you. We put a lot of work into it. I'm glad it's to this point and we can just put it to work. Best window cleaner I've seen in a while. I like those squeegees a lot. They work really well. Okay. Just scrub and squeegee it dry.
Spray it, scrub it, squeegee.
It's a Ford mirror. Yeah, so you're gonna have to splice it over the tab or just end it at the tab. It depends on the Ford mirror, but if it's the, it's the really annoying Ford mirror. So you can splice and just have a small splice at the bottom. So right now, I'm looking for any hairs or excessive speckling of any type. And this looks awesome. See, we got this heads up display here. See that? See how close that dash comes in there? We have some space, but it's not a ton. So when you tuck a towel in there and whatnot, you lose a fair amount of space in this area. So it just makes it a little tough. Looking good though. Nice. I'd be happy with that. How much battery do we have left? Been live for 4 hours. We're probably dead. Okay. So this isn't done. This isn't done. We got the back three, I think, that are done. I don't think. Do I? What is this? USB-C to USB-C? I might be able to fix this. Hang on. We got a plan. Is this charged? Ooh, it is. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Oh wait, no. I need a USB to lightning. That's this thing right here. Why is it stuck? Dang it! I knew it. Fucking knew it. I was literally seconds away. Alright, I'm sorry, camera dead.